How's everybody feeling today?
Yeah, good.
Excellent.
We've only got one day left, so.
Yeah, you guys leave Tuesday?
Yeah.
How long have you guys been here now?
6 weeks.
6 weeks in total?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's nearly 6 weeks.
Where does the time go?
I know.
Yeah.
Somebody's ringing.
Yeah, there was a bell, wasn't there? So we arrived on the Tuesday 6 weeks ago.
Right.
What was that, 29th of March?
That sounds about right. 28th, 29th, yeah.
Yeah.
That's right. I think we were starting on the 29th. You guys came a day early. You guys arrived in Cholula a day early.
Yeah.
That's
yeah,
right.
we just didn't know that you weren't open on it was Easter Monday.
Yeah, it was a hectic Easter.
That message just didn't come across, but
Yeah, and all the staff, nobody was there because it was Easter.
Yeah.
So, okay. Well, we did the earlier interview with you, Martin, and we were talking about Aliki's state when she got here. And do you remember when you got here?
Vaguely, yeah.
Yeah. What do you recall when you got to this location?
Yeah. I think the first day I was out completely. Some of the ladies helped me, but when I woke and was aware of where I was and what I was doing, it was the next day. So yeah.
Yeah, and since then, I mean, it's been touch and go. I mean, it's been a pretty heavy protocol. But how have you maintained throughout?
Just knowing that I've got to do things and being aware in the morning when before breakfast that there's a number of things that I've got to do.
Right. And that's important.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that in a couple of minutes. But regarding protocols after you leave here, because you're going to have to continue this at home when you get home.
Yeah.
Do you feel like you've been educated enough?
Yeah.
In that sense, like what to eat, what to stay away from?
I do, and Martin has as well, so I think between the two of us.
Which is important.
We're all right.
Yeah,
We'll work on it together.
Martin's been through the rigors of training.
He has.
This whole time. So.
Well, everything's an education. That's each day is going to be different, and we're going to search for recipes that Aliki will like. Because it's tricky when you have to cut out a lot of the other foods. There's a lot of food stuff, yeast and sugar and all these things that are in our Western diet all the time.
Right.
So we just need to make some adaptations at home.
Which they have no problem with when they put you under palliative care. I mean, they have no problem telling you to eat all the sugar you want.
Oh.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
And all the other feeds that we've discussed. You know.
Yeah.
And as you might know, we're doing a documentary, so we're going to teach other people how to do this at home as well.
Yeah.
How do you feel compared to when you got here to right now?
A million times better.
Yeah.
I'm still not 100% right, but I'm there or thereabouts. And that's better.
Well, I mean, just to see you walking, talking, socializing, I mean, it is just miles above and beyond where we were.
Yeah.
How do you guys feel about the care that you've received while you've been here, right from the staff to the other people, the other counterparts here? How's it been?
Good, really. Yeah, I mean, they're a nice team here, a nice bunch, and it's just that it's not even
comparable. It's not comparable to the care that you get with the
hospital,
the others,
the apples and oranges.
Yeah. I mean, you go and see a busy doctor who's got thousands and thousands of people that she needs to tell when they're going to die. It's it's quite busy. They're very
and a
busy
prescription
people.
Pad at the ready.
Yeah, and they've only got 3 things that they can give you anyway, which is all very poisonous stuff.
Yeah.
So this is in complete contrast to that. It's 24-hour. Everyone's here. I mean, a lot of people aren't being paid, so it's voluntary.
Yeah.
So you get that completely different level of care. It's like people do genuinely care, and it's about enjoying life, and it's about enjoying things and getting to a different stage of not accepting the death sentence anymore and having a life sentence.
I mean, you're going out. You're going out and doing stuff.
Yeah.
How's the last week been? Like.
Oh, really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like the first time that I've been out twice.
And you guys plan on doing some shopping today too, yeah?
Yeah. There are things that, I mean, the shopping here is really good.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm
There's no
looking
shortage
forward.
of swag in Mexico.
No.
Lots of stuff.
Yeah. We'll see how the day goes.
Yeah, exactly right. I just wanted to also touch on like things like the protocols that you receive at the clinic. How are those? I know you have an aversion to things like needles and such, but that aside, how do you feel about how the nurses there treated you and the actual medical care that you received?
Oh, absolutely great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
I mean, they got you to do things you normally wouldn't do, eh?
Yeah. I know.
In a way, it was lucky that they didn't understand English.
They might have felt insulted at times.
No, they just meant that they went ahead and did it, and
Yeah.
you know that on certain cases didn't need it to happen.
Right.
Because she does have an aversion to needles, and
Mary's
she's had to go
helpful
to-
with that.
yeah, there's been a certain level of discomfort for her because as she's got better, they've increased the doses of things, so that's made her more tired straight afterwards.
Yeah.
But the short-term effect is tiny in comparison to the long-term effect. The long-term
Yeah.
effect is
The amount
so
of
bright now.
the amount of fatigue that you showed the first couple of weeks that you were here was astonishing, because
Yeah.
you were being led around and just trying your best, and you're a trooper, let me tell you. You really are. But seeing you come around full circle, I mean, you were only here 1 week before you were already up doing yoga.
Wow.
How is this? I mean, this must have an effect on her. I mean, on Mila. Like, how do you feel about the attention that she's received and how
Brilliant.
people have?
Yeah,
have
she's received
her?
loads. Hasn't she?
She has. She's been amazing. She's fitted in with everyone. She's running around. The other day, she was serving people in the kitchen, and she's gone from sucking on a dummy all the time to a fully grown person, hasn't she?
Yeah, socializing. Hey, Mila.
Yeah. She gets on with everyone. Everyone
She's
loves
not
her.
quite in frame. Here, there she is.
Everyone loves picking her up and giving her a little cuddle. And strangers in the street, you know, you'll turn around and suddenly some woman will have her up in her arms.
Yeah, no, she's a hit. To a Skype call in a couple of weeks to see how you're doing. We're going to check in on you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Do this again. Have another conversation.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think it's a good idea.
Excellent.
Yeah.
We will do that for sure. Just one other question I had, and it was regarding how you felt emotionally before you came here and Martin was trying to set it up. Like, were you fully aware emotionally where you were at the time?
I don't think so.
No, eh?
No.
And now,
I hope so. Yeah.
no,
Yeah.
it looks to me. I mean, the proof is in the pudding. You're here now. It's been a crazy 6 weeks.
Yeah.
And you guys have been, more than awesome. I mean, we're trying things out. We're trying a new thing here, and it's important for people to understand that it's not like a rigid antiseptic environment, like a hospital or something. This is more organic, and you can't always foresee how things are going to go. And
No.
I'm quite impressed with how not just you guys, but everyone that's taken part has basically put their life on hold and
Absolutely.
and done stuff.
Yeah.
Well, you've got
yeah.
to see it for the beginnings that it is, and it's it offers people an amazing opportunity, which we couldn't have got anywhere else, and we've been very lucky. The stars aligned for us to come here at this time.
And in teaching you the protocols for aliki, and like to teach other people and to pass this kind of knowledge on. This is an important thing that we're trying to do, and maybe to even encourage other people to start up centers of their own, because like this can be duplicated anywhere in the world. It just happens to be Mexico. You just had some teeth pulled, right?
Oh, one tooth.
One tooth.
Oh. Yeah, really painful.
Yeah.
That was yesterday. She had another infection in the back tooth. So she's had a root canal removed. She's had 2 amalgam fillings removed, and this infected tooth. So it just shows that there was a lot happening in her mouth that was feeding the tumour.
And the more infections you get rid of, the more
Yeah.
your body can concentrate on the key symptoms, which we know cancer isn't a disease in itself. It's a symptom of a larger issue, and usually it's an amalgamation of all the issues in your body.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's part of the process of being here. So
Yeah, and de-stressing as well, because that was
That's a huge one.
It's a big.
That's probably
big
the
factor.
biggest, because that, you know, regulates all of your body's chemistry, brain chemistry and otherwise.
Yeah.
Like stress can really, really, really feed anything that's wrong with you.
Yeah.
You know, it'll take a negative and amplify it.
Yeah.
So I mean, keeping moods and spirits high is very, very important. You
Yeah.
know, in this, and you guys have always been smiling. Mostly.
Not yeah, maybe not in the first day or two.
Yeah, the first day, that was quite the shakedown.
There's a lot of shaking going on. But I think it's important to reflect on it as a moment in life when we do see things differently. You know, because if you think 2 years ago, maybe that's when the tumour started.
Yeah.
There was a lot of stress in our lives at that moment,
Mm-hmm.
and I was busy working. Luke was really busy. We were cycling back and forth, taking Marley to nursery. There was a lot of stress involved.
Yeah.
So it's just as important, as you say, emotionally, to get hold of
Yeah.
everything in life.
That's totally true. Is there anything you guys would like to say to anyone out there listening, watching, and like regarding this clinic, their own health? Any message you'd like to send out there?
I'd like to say to Kerry, just that this is a great opportunity and it's really worth doing. Yeah, that's probably the best thing I could say, really.
That's excellent. Martin?
Well, hopefully Kerry doesn't need to come here yet. But I think that there's a lot that we can take home with us in terms of learning, and there's a lot that we can talk to our friends about.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of things that we've seen that can apply to our lives and make our lives better, and actually our lives would be a lot better than they were 2 years ago when we were so stressed and we were working in particular jobs for people that paid us money that, you know, kind of helped.
Yeah.
But ultimately, I think that the message needs to be that there's another way and that there is an alternative, and don't listen to what the doctors say.
Right.
Because they've got their regime, and it's very small, and they've got a very narrow perspective on health.
And a ton of money.
And it's very driven by money, and it's very driven by economics, which is unfortunate.
Mm-hmm.
But I refuse to accept what they said.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Aliki did. She's got the fighting spirit. We've both got that
Yeah, you both are troopers. Absolutely.
spirit. And so that unites us, kept us going. And I think everyone should do the same if they get given this terrible news.
Mm-hmm.
Don't listen. There's always something else out there. There's always another way. There's always something that is going to heal you and cure you. And that's what I found out, that there's cures for so many things. You can't use the word cure, but
Yeah. That's the medical establishments.
Yeah.
You know.
there's ways and means of treating so many things that I just didn't know about.
Yeah.
So
And I've seen people walk away from things that normally in the regular medical establishment they would not walk away from. You know?
Absolutely.
And,
yeah.
You know, I mean, case in point, it's sitting in front of me. you
Yeah.
know, like, and you're doing wonderful. Like, this is amazing stuff. So.
Thank you.
Yeah, she was given 3 months when we came, and was finding things difficult, anything to remember, and was confused and disorientated, as you say. So now it's perfect. We go into the gym and doing a bit of shopping, and that's thanks to constantly keeping on top
She's
of
got
the
her life
protocol.
back, and you've got your wife back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. It's a lot of things to take, there's a lot of things to remember, and I think if you came here on your own, it would be really difficult
Yeah.
because there's so much to remember.
Yeah.
And you're going through the treatment, it's making you tired.
And you want to be with your family anyway if you're going through a hard time. I mean, again, it adds to the stress without. I mean, you know, but no, you're a lucky woman having a good guy like this with you. And you're lucky to have a trooper.
Yeah.
She's tough as nails. I wouldn't mess with her.
No, really. That's what I always liked. She put me in my place. And you're putting the cancer in its place.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No
you're right.
kidding. Well, that pretty much concludes this. I think Mila's probably ready for a meal.
She's gone off into her own little world again.
Yeah. Amazing. Well, thanks a lot, guys.
Thank you.
Great.
And we'll see you in a couple of weeks on Skype, and we'll see how you guys are doing.
Great.
Great.
All right.
Okay.
Thanks, Will.
Brilliant.
Thanks.
Nice one.
Very welcome.
Desperate as that sounds, yeah. Take these walls and rip them down.